Alright, my name is Christopher Kogome. You are welcome to the Chem Lab Chemistry lecture. Now, the last time we met, we looked at meaning of electrons. So we have looked at, ions. So we have looked at what? Ions. And we have explained how you can get ions. That is how you can arrive at what? Ions. And we said that we have two types of ions. We have the positively charged ions, which is called cations, and we have the negatively charged ions, which is called anions. So today we are going to move over to what? Atomic number. Atomic number. Atomic number. What is atomic number? Atomic number. Now, atomic number is the number of protons in an atom of an element. Atomic number is the what? Number of protons in an atom of an element. That is what? Atomic number. The number of protons in an atom of what? An element. Now, having said that, let's look at the different symbols. Okay? Let's look at the different symbols that of an element. Different symbols of what? Element. Now, these elements that we have, they are of different types. We have about 106 what? Elements. Some of them are naturally occurring, while some are what? Artificially what? Made. That is, they are man-made. Okay? So, the symbols of elements. The symbols of what? Elements. Now, when we say symbols, what we simply mean is using the letter from the name of the element to represent the element. Okay? Now, let's look at some of these elements. We have hydrogen. We have helium. We have hydrogen, helium. We have lithium. We look at the first 20. Hydrogen, helium, lithium. What's the next one? We have beryllium. Hydrogen, there's a song we actually used to sing that year when we want to remember the first 20 elements. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. Are you getting that? Boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur. Alright. Chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium. Those are the first 20 elements. Alright, so we have hydrogen. Now, what will be the symbol of what? Hydrogen. What will be the symbol of what? Hydrogen. Now, what we usually do is that we take the initial, that is the first letter, okay, of the name of that what? Element to represent the what? Symbol. So hydrogen now will be H. Hydrogen will be what? H. That is the symbol for what? Hydrogen. Now, the next one is helium. Helium is, the first letter is also H. So in this case, since we already have hydrogen having the symbol H, after taking the first letter, to form the name for helium, we will now take the what? First two letters. The initial and the what? Second letter. So, you write the initial, which is the first letter, in capital letter, and then the second one in small letter. So, helium has the symbol He. Okay? Now, some of these elements, their symbols are actually formed from their Latin name. Okay? From their Latin name. For example, in our last class, when we used sodium as an example to actually explain how to arrive at what? Ions, you would remember that the symbol for sodium that we wrote was actually what? Na. But sodium, the initial of sodium is X. So why didn't we use X? For sodium, the symbol that was written for sodium was actually taken from the what? Latin name. Now, what is the Latin name for sodium? Now, we know that this is sodium. Now, the Latin name is Natrium. 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 So they took the first two letters Na to form the name or to form the word symbol for what? Sodium. Okay? So just in case you see that, oh, but the initial here of this name of this element is not this. Why did they use it? For them, they actually formed the word symbol from the word the Latin name. Is that clear? So having said that, let's move over to something else. Now, the first 20 elements. So we have mentioned, don't forget that something. So we have beryllium, lithium, then hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. We have boron, we have carbon, we have nitrogen, we have oxygen, we have fluorine, we have neon, we have sodium. Now let's stop here at the number 11. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? Now, hydrogen is number 1. Helium is number 2. Lithium is number 3. Beryllium is number 4. Boron is number 5. Carbon is number 6. Nitrogen is number 7. Oxygen is number 8. Fluorine is number 9. Neon is number 10. Then sodium is number 11. Sodium is number 11. Now, listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These numbers, remember, we arrange them accordingly. That's why I said something, the first 20 elements. That means there are others after the 20th element. There's a 21st, there's a 22nd, there's a 23rd, and so on and so forth until you get to 106. Okay? So now, this number here, arranging it accordingly now, this number here tells us the number of what? Electrons. Follow me now, we are going somewhere. This number here tells us the number of what? Electrons. So it means that hydrogen has 1 electron. It's the first element. Helium has 2 electrons. It's the second element. Now, remember, we are going somewhere. We said that the atomic number is the number of what? Protons in an atom of what? An element, right? So, what is the number of protons? The number of electrons is equal to the number of what? Protons. The number of electrons is equal to the number of what? Electrons. So, if hydrogen, let's see, electrons. So, if hydrogen has 1 electron, it means that the number of protons that hydrogen has will be what? 1. Because we said the number of electrons is equal to the number of what? Protons. So if hydrogen has 1 electron, it means that the number of protons that hydrogen have is what? 1. Follow me, we are going somewhere. And having said that, let's come back to atomic number. Atomic number, this is the number of what? Protons. The number of protons in an atom of an what? Element. So it therefore means that the atomic number of hydrogen will also be what? 1. Right? Because atomic number is the number of protons. And number of protons is equal to the number of what? Electrons. And the number of electrons that hydrogen has is what? 1. Okay? So we have what? For hydrogen, let me clean the board. So for hydrogen, which has one electron, it has one proton. And so the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Okay? The atomic number of what? Hydrogen is what? Is 1. Alright? Now, having said that, so I think we have concluded on atomic number. Now, this also applies to other what? Elements. Okay? It also applies to other what? Elements. So, if sodium has 11 electrons, that means sodium has 11 protons. And so the atomic number of sodium is what? 11. Okay? So the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons, which is equal to the what? Atomic what? Number. So you can say E electron equal to P proton equal to atomic what? Number. Okay? So having said that, the next thing we're going to be talking about is what? Relative what? Atomic mass. Relative atomic what? Mass. We're going to go deeper into this concept of atomic number from relative atomic mass. We're going to go deeper into this concept of what? Atomic structure or particles that make up the atom when we enter into what? Relative atomic what? Mass. Subscribe to our channels to learn more, and then also when you subscribe to our channel, you also get notified when we upload any new video that pertains to topics in what? Chemistry. So just click on the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. Do have a nice day. I'll see you next time.